How's it going, guys? CB7 here, and today I'm going to be doing a player review on Team of the Season, Hurtado. And basically, before this video starts, if you guys are new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So basically, the fourth batch of Rest of the World Team of the Season players have been released, and one of those cards is Team of the Season Hurtado, and his card honestly just looks so insane just by looking at his pace, shooting, dribbling, passing, and basically physical. In my opinion, he just looks like such an insane winger. But basically, Team of the Season Hurtado is a 91 rated left wing from the Mexican League. He's 5'7", he has medium work rates, 4-star weak foot, and 3-star skill moves. Now basically, I did pick this card up for 59,000 coins on the market, but since I bought him, his price has dropped a bit, and you could probably get him for just under 58,000 coins. Now onto the in-game stats of this card, and Hurtado just looks so insane. His in-game stats look phenomenal. But basically, out of his in-game stats, in my opinion, the most standout ones would have to be 99 agility, 96 sprint speed, 95 finishing, and 95 positioning. Now basically, I really enjoyed using this card. His pace was very good, which I really do like on a winger. I really hate slow wingers and stuff like that, and his pace wasn't a problem at all. His shooting was also very good as well, and I feel he was an insane winger, and he was really the ideal winger for me, since he was also short as well, and I really like players to be short and fast on the wings and stuff like that. So that's why I really enjoyed this card so much. But basically, onto the standout pros of this card. The first standout pro is obviously this guy's pace. He is, I think, one of the fastest players I've ever used on this game, because he does have 96 acceleration and 96 sprint speed. Not many wingers have that on this game. And realistically, this guy just makes other wingers look pretty slow. This guy is just so incredibly fast. Whenever I played a through ball down to him on the wing, he always got there before my opponents, and he always made such good runs, and he would always get past people so easily because of his pace, and his pace was just insane for a winger. The next standout pro of this card is this guy's positioning. The runs that this guy made were incredible. He made so many good runs down the line to receive the ball. He constantly split the defense and was always just, I feel, waiting for a ball to be played to him, and I feel that this set him up a lot of the time to get really good shots off on net and really good opportunities off on net. And I felt like he was very involved in the majority of the plays, and he was always looking to get involved and stuff like that, and I really did enjoy that about the card. Now onto this guy's agility, which is also a standout pro as well. I feel his agility is probably the best thing on this card. 99 agility is something that I'm pretty sure I've never used on any card in the game, and with his pace, which is 96, which is already incredible, combined with his agility, this guy was so hard to catch when he got going, and he was just so incredibly agile. It was insane. Like, when he was running at a person, and they were very close to each other, he was so easily able to make like sharp turns to get around them and stuff like that, and his agility was just so good, and I think it helped him a lot with getting up the field more and really just making better runs with the ball and stuff like that. Now onto the next standout pro of this card. It is this guy's dribbling. For an attacking card on the wing to have great pace, great agility, and great dribbling, it just makes him all the more complete and all the more to my liking. As I mentioned near the start of the video, I do like pacey players on the wings, and to have great pace and great dribbling, it is very good to have. Like, his pace was just insane first off, because he was so easily just able to get around players and stuff like that, but his dribbling was also very good as well. So basically, when he was in danger or something like that, or a player was coming up to him to tackle him and stuff like that, his dribbling was so good that he was so easily able to dribble around him and really maneuver the ball out of danger and just get it away from the opponents. And yeah, his dribbling was just so insane, and combined with other stats, I feel it made him a very good card to use. Now, this guy's stamina is also a standout pro as well, since his stamina is 91. Now, not many winger cards do have that good of stamina. A lot of the time, a lot of wingers that I used to use, I had to sub them off throughout the game because they were involved a lot in the plays and they did like lose a lot of energy throughout the game. But this guy never lost energy and he was basically just as good at the end of the game as he was at the start of the game. This guy's weak foot is also a standout pro as well because I feel wingers do need good weak foot because a lot of the time they're going to be shooting on their left foot, a lot of the time they're going to be shooting on their right foot, and I feel that this guy was strong in both feet, which really did benefit him in many situations where he had to shoot with the different foot. This guy's price is also the final standout pro of this card. To have a card that is just around 50,000 coins, that is 91 rated, and just looks like an insane winger it's amazing. Like, for how good this guy is, he does deserve to be a lot more expensive in price, but I'm not complaining because he is very cheap for how good he actually is in game. But now onto the standout cons of this card. There really isn't that many standout cons. Now, the first standout con of this card is somewhat this guy's finishing. I don't want to say his finishing is definitely a standout con because in a lot of situations, he did manage to finish, and I think he put a lot of good chances away that he was given and stuff like that. But on the other hand, he did miss a lot of easy chances that I really did expect him to finish and stuff like that. A lot of the time, for some weird reason, he is right-footed. I did take a lot of shots on his right foot, but a lot of the time he did put the ball very far over the bar or very far wide of the goal or something like that, and it was really strange because a lot of those shots that did that, I was actually kind of close in with this guy, which is why I expected to score a lot. But his finishing, I think for the most part, is pretty decent, but in some situations and areas and stuff like that, I just felt that it felt a bit off. The next standout con of this card is somewhat this guy's height. Now, I do like my wingers to be a bit shorter because I think it allows them to be a lot faster and a lot better on the ball, but I think I could do for Hurtado to being a bit taller because I think his strength really his height really made his strength not the best. His strength is 80 on the card, which was very surprising when I first looked at it because the guy is 5'7" after all, but he didn't really live up to what his strength is. I don't think he outmuscled that many people off the ball, and I did expect him to do that because of looking at his stats, but I think this is due to his strength, to his height as well, since I think when you're taller, it is much easier to outmuscle people off the ball, and I don't think Hurtado really did this, so I think if he was a bit taller, it would be a lot better, but then again, I think he would be a lot slower if he was taller and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but hopefully you get my points. And now onto the final standout con of this card. It is this guy's Nation and League. Now, the Nation is very hard to link with sort of players in your squad because there aren't many Colombian players that I know of that people use in their squad other than Valencia or stuff like that. So, yeah, I feel if you do buy this card, you will have a lot of trouble fitting this guy into your squad because also his league isn't the best either. I really don't know that many people that use players from the Mexican League. There is a lot of good players from the Mexican League, but not many people have Mexican League teams. But basically, if I had to give this guy a rating out of 10, I would give him a 9 out of 10. He is a pretty insane winger card because of his pace, dribbling, his stamina as well, and also, for some of the part, his shooting. But unfortunately, in some situations, I don't think he was able to finish. I do wish he was a bit taller, and also this guy isn't the best for linking into your squad, which is why I decided to give him a 9 out of 10 rating. But nevertheless, if you guys do have the coins, I really recommend to pick this guy up. He is honestly one of the best wingers I have ever used on this game, due to many of his stats that I did recently mention. But yeah guys, if you did enjoy the video, I do really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.